Hello guys, welcome to our today's lesson. So today we're going to look at travel graph. Alright, so that we clear out some air. Now before we go ahead and solve the questions here, there's just a few things I want to explain. Mostly our learners get confused, especially when the question comes to say, calculate the distance. One thing you need to know is that distance here under the graph is being represented by a particular portion. Like in this case, the portion here, if I ask you to find the distance, this is the portion that you need to calculate the distance for. Meaning, distance and area, in this case on the travel graph, will be equal to each other. So now, how do we use the concept of area referring to distance? Meaning, on the portion there will be a particular shape which will be formed. So one, you need to know how to find the area of these shapes. There's a trapezium. In fact, trapeziums, we have two types. There's a trapezium that looks like this. There's a trapezium that looks like that. You need to know how to calculate the area. So here the area is half a plus b into height. This is the area. So if you are asked to find the distance, you look at your portion, it looks like one of these shapes. Use this formula to calculate that distance. If it's a right angle triangle, then use half into base times height. All right, so half times base times height. If it's a rectangle, L times B. If it's a square, then A squared. So all these, knowing the areas of each and every particular shape will help you to calculate the distance on the travel graph. Let us look at this question now. So the diagram below is a speed time graph of an object. Okay? This object, analyze it before you go to the questions. Where is it starting from? This object, in this case, it is starting from 0. That means it is starting from where? Rest. Okay? 2, it accelerated up to this much. Okay? The highest speed it reached is 10 meters per second. Then after some time, constant speed, then it had to decelerate, meaning reducing in speed until it stopped. Okay? This was the total time covered, 15 seconds. Let us now go to the questions. Find the retardation of the object in the last 5 seconds. Let us differentiate between acceleration and retardation. So retardation is a negative acceleration. And you cannot find it here on the first part because it is increasing in speed. Retardation simply means reducing in speed. So where can you find this? On the last part there. Okay? So let us find. So our first part, we are still using the formula for acceleration. Final velocity minus initial over time taken. Okay? So on the data, final, initial, time. Acceleration is what we are trying to find. That is the retardation. Okay? So final velocity. We start with initial. So we are saying this is the last part. This is where you find the retardation. Meaning, initial means what was the starting speed before this object began to reduce in speed. So the starting speed was what? In this case, it was 10. So initial is 10 meters per second. Then this, what was the final? It ended up to where? Since it is touching the x-axis, meaning the final is 0 meters per second. Then what was the time? We've been given to say 5 seconds. All right? So 5 seconds. Then let us substitute now. So A equal to V is 0 minus initial is what? 10 over 5. What is 0 minus 10? That is a negative 10 divided by 5. Hence, our final answer there will be 5 being divided into negative 10. The answer will be negative 2 meters per second squared. This is our retardation. Find the distance traveled in the first 10 seconds. So first 10 seconds ends here. Okay? Remember what I explained. Distance here under travel graph will be calculated using the portion. So in this case, let us first of all examine the portion in the first 10 seconds. Ending here, meaning this is the portion up to here. Okay? This is the portion. Now when you look at this portion here, what shape is it forming? When you look at that portion, that portion forms a trapezium. Okay, so we are going to use the area of a trapezium to calculate that distance. Area of a trapezium is half into A plus B times the height. So A can be represented by the short distance from here to here, the shortest length. Then from 0 to 10, this can be represented by B. Then the height is from here to there. This is our height. Okay? So now let us find our values. Our A from here to here. This is where now learners make mistakes. They'll just get a 10 and add it there, forgetting that this 10 is starting from here to here. So the A is starting from 2 going up to 10. So you take the difference. So that is 10 minus 2, which will give us 8. Then B is starting from 0 here up to 10. What is 10 minus 0? 10. So B is 10. Then our height from here to here, this value here, 10. Let us substitute. So half times our A is 8 plus our B is 10. Our height is also 10. Okay, this 2 can be divided into this 5 times. Okay, so we have 5 times, what is 8 plus 10? Good, we have 18. Our final answer here becomes, remember this is paper 1, don't use a calculator. So 5 times 8, okay, the 5/8, okay. So these are giving us 32 plus 8, that is a 40, so we have 0, carry 4. Then 5 times 1, that is a 5, plus the 4, which is 9. So 9 meters is our distance where in the first 10 seconds. I hope you're following there. We go for the last question. Find the average speed of the object for the whole journey. Okay? Average speed for the whole journey. This is the only time you're going to use the formula speed is equal to distance over time taken. Okay? Don't use this formula here when you're calculating distance. No, but average speed. So average speed for the whole journey, meaning we need total distance, we also need total time. On the data, total distance, total time we have, the total time is what? 15. So 15 seconds. But on the total distance, we do not have the complete value. What we calculated in the B question was the distance from here up to 10. Okay, but we don't have the value now for this part here. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to calculate the distance for the last portion and add it to 90. So first of all, we calculate the total distance. So it will be 90 plus the distance of this triangle on the last part. Okay, so the distance of this triangle, remember, that is a right angle triangle. Okay, we are saying half base into height. So 90 plus half times our base is from here to here. This is our base. We take the difference, 15 minus 10, okay, which is a 5, times the height from here to there, it is 10. Okay, then we can divide the 2 into 10, which is 5. 5 times 5, so we have 90 plus 25. So the total distance here, 90 plus 25, will give us 115. So that is our total distance. Now we can go ahead and calculate our average speed. So it will be 115 being divided by 15. Okay? Remember, we don't have a calculator. This is paper 1. So I'm going to reduce these values. Okay? We can reduce them by a 5. So 5 into 15, that is a 3. Then 5 into 11, that is 2. Remainder 1. 5 into 15, that is a 3. So we have 23 over 3. Don't leave it like this. We'll write it as a mixed fraction. So our average speed will be equal to 3 into 23 into 21, that is a 7. So 7 whole number, and the remainder is a 2 over 3 meters, okay, per second. This is our average speed for the whole journey. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. See you in the next video.